Texas plays Baylor Saturday. And I know, I hear you yawning right now. Let's hang tight for just a second, because if we're going to claim that this is a season of chaos, and judging by my DMs, you think that, isn't this the kind of game that bears close watching? Super Bowl spots in college football are very interesting, and Texas deals with it all the time. Bama deals with it, Ohio State, because every time those teams go on the road, it's the opposition's biggest game of the year. Look, Texas already went into Alabama and won, so I don't think the environment of McLean Stadium is going to overwhelm them. Last time I was at that venue, they had a hash brown bar. A hash brown bar, guys. So this is a late kick. How about that? This is a later kick, so no hash browns. But could we have an upset? Well, the first 15 home games that Dave Aranda had there, they were 12-3. They were just on fire. The last 5, he's been 1-4. You'll notice that's trending in the wrong direction. What's the path for them here? The number's 14.5. Texas is a 2-touchdown favorite. What's the path for Baylor? I think it's there. I think it's narrow. Sawyer Robinson is going to start for them at quarterback. He's got to be good enough, and then they've got to build a defensive game plan that is predicated on getting Texas to third down. Texas has been less than desirable on third downs offensively this year. That could change any given week, but you don't have a whole lot else to bank on if you're Baylor. So you need that, and you need to make Quinn Ewers beat you. Now, Bama did, and he did. So again, this is not a foolproof strategy, but it's a whole lot better than just watching Texas 3, 6, 9-yard gain you to death on the ground. Utah against Baylor, 47 carries, 224 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Texas is guaranteed to win, virtually guaranteed, if you let them pull that off. So you got to make Quinn Ewers throw it. Hope there's some mistakes. Baylor's defense can force some of those. But I think it was on Twitter, I read someone today say, hey, Baylor's just got to get Texas to the fourth quarter. No, Baylor needed to get Texas to the fourth quarter last year or the year before. Texas is outscoring opponents 42-7 in the fourth quarter this year. I was standing in Sark's press conference after they beat Bama. He had a really good quote. He said, you are what you're intentional about. Pretty deep. You are what you're intentional about. What he meant is we've been intentional about owning the fourth quarter. Like, we've been intentional about cleaning up this second half mess that we've had. And voila, they're one of the best second half teams in the country now. What does the model think? Just told you, the Vegas number is Texas minus 14.5. The model is just a little bit shorter, not much, a little bit shorter, Texas minus 12.5. And this is where I get to just surf on top of the fence. I will take Texas to win. Somehow, some way, in one of the more ugly games of the day, I think Baylor will find a way to be in this in the fourth quarter. I do not think that's a recipe for the upset, though. So I'll take Baylor to cover the number. I will not bet a penny on this, but for entertainment purposes only, I'll take Baylor to cover. I will take Texas to win the game.